And a good evening to you once again, everyone. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps this evening. I hope you do too. Profits from Roll 'em Out. Roll number 1 on the Dark Iron Cross. Nice little payday to start us off on roll number 1. We'll put that over to the side for now. Here's our $1,000 bankroll. We're going to keep 500 in black chips, and the rest we're going to have some lower denominations so that we can do roll number 2 on the Roll 'em Out. On a pretty nifty little strategy, I have to say. I really do like it. I think it's pretty ingenious. We're going to take 100 out, and that way we can get some red chips into the mix here. Once again, with the Iron Cross, we're going to start on the don't, and we're going to start on the don't for 100. That way we cover all of our Iron Cross bets. Only problem being if we hit a point, but, you know, it's going to happen, just like the 7. They're only one roll away, folks. Iron Cross, other than the don't, once we get a point, the Iron Cross, 5, 6, and 8, and 10 in the field. 25, 30, 30, and 10. If the 5, 6, or 8 are the point, if the 5 is the point, we'll put the bet on the 4. If the 6 or 8 are the point, we'll go out to the 9 to get us started. So that's how that goes. We don't bet a point upstairs because we're playing against it. So, and the amount we're going to get back is not going to be enough to hedge it. So it is what it is. If you want to play it that way, though, if you want to hedge your don't bet a little bit, you can always keep it there. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There might even be some advantage to it, depending on how the stars of our show roll out. Like that. See, we don't want them to do that. That's at least not yet. All right, we're ready. The stars of our show are here. 100 on the don't pass to get started. $10 shooters on the board. $1,000 in the bankroll. The profit is set aside. First shooter's coming out. It's a 3 craps on the come out. How about that? That's going to be good for $100. We'll take that. Dice are out. That's a 10 hard, 5-5 puppy paws. We're going out to the 10, and now our Iron Cross setup starts at the green chip level. So, except for the field, obviously. The field gets a $10 bet. We spread out with the field winnings to the numbers we don't have that aren't the point. Anything on the box number after we replace the field goes back to the rack. Dice are out. Here we go. And we're going to point 7 out. All that, we're going to point 7 out. So everything loses. We lose $95 on that spread, but we win 100. So we're ahead. And we're ahead with the opening craps roll for now, too. So first shooter's done already. Dice are out. Let's see if we can get going. That's going to kill the don't pass. That's a yo 11 on the come out. That'll kill the don't. We're going to go 2 times with a loss in the don't pass. We didn't get it yet. If we had... After the second time, we'd wait for a point, and then we go in the DC. We're not going to sit here and get killed on the don't pass. 6, 2, 8. Point is 8, and again, 8's the point. We don't bet the point, so the bet goes out to the 9. 10 in the field. Dice are out. 6, 3, 9, very nice. And these particular rolls aren't bad because we're going to get a field win, and we're also going to get to keep what's upstairs. So, because we don't have to replace the field. So 35 goes back to the rack. This 10 goes somewhere on the board. We'll put it on the 10 for now. Dice are out. 617 didn't take long. Reset the puck, remove a shooter. And pay 100. Here we go. Dice are out. 3-2 FIVA. That's the FIVA 5. 5 a race car driver. And again, we'll go on the 4 this time because the 5's the point. So 6, 8, you need a top hat. We'll put 10 in the field. 2 shooters are down, 8 remain, and the dice are out. That's the point. Oh, we either point 7 out or we roll points. The don't pass goes away. The field goes away. We're not working upstairs. It's just a don't pass on the come out. And that's going to hurt. That's a 5-2-7. One more try on the don't pass. Dice are out. Here we go. 5-2-7. Now we'll wait. The shooter can get all the 7s out of his system now, and he's going to roll a 5. So that's 3-2-5. That's going to go on the 4. We'll put the 100 in the don't pass. The don't come, rather, the DC. Should be in the field, so we will be. Dice are out. 3-2-5, a point, no field. And nothing's working. We're going to, of course, the bet on top is working, but our place bets won't be. The no 5 is working. 3-1-4, of course. That's a point of 4, so we'll send that out to the 9. And we got everything we need. Should have been in the field. 6-4-10. We're not going to get anything because, actually, for the sake of the strategy, we should have been in the field. So that's going to be a field bet. We'll put the $10 out on the 10. Dice are out. It's having a DC is throwing me off. But we're going to lose it, but yeah, you can't write this stuff, folks. You can't. And that's a no field. So that goes away. And we're hurting a little bit here in the early stages because we got a shooter who's rolling points. 3 craps. Oh, not rather knocking us off the don't. So that's $5 there. We'll throw that on the 5. Dice are actually stand by here. Stand by. We need this to go on the 5. Now that the 5's not, we're not betting against it. Dice are out, and there's a 5. 3-2-5. Okay, very good. Quarter back. 10 stays in the field. Here come the dice. 3-1-4, another point. Yes. Can't frickin' believe it. $100 goes away. That's how fast it can happen, folks. That was a point hit, so we don't go away on that. We pay the field. Pay the field because that was a point hit, and everything's going to come down. We'll leave that spread out. We're not working it. It's just a don't pass, and I'm kind of scared. Yup, there's an 11. Jesus Christ. Yo, 11. Down to our final black chip before we have to go to profit. Dice are out. It's a 4. 3-1-4. Gonna go back in the field. Dice are out. And we rolled a point. Of course, we can roll a point, so the $100 can go away. And we'll get 10 for the field. There's 100. Go back up for 100 here. We're suffering, to say the least, because we have shooters who are rolling points. And they're rolling 7s at horrible times. That's a 6-1-7, so that'll go away. We'll have to trade in our black chip profit from the previous roll for another 500 to keep us alive here. One more try on this don't pass, and then if the actually, did we ever, I don't know if we lost twice already, but there's a 4 again. We can roll nothing but 4s now. 3, 1, 4. That's our point. Dice are out. Continuing on. 2 craps. That's double in the bubble. We'll get some help in spreading out here. $10 on the 9 and 10. Hoping for a nice long roll without a point being hit. That's a 7. So oh. That can go away. We'll get 100 for the don't pass. This is why we tell you, folks, when you go to the casino, never bet with money you can't afford to lose. 617. Back-to-back 7s. One more time here, shooter, and then we're going to wait. Dice are out. Viva 5, 415. The 5's the points. You know what? I'm sorry. We're going to go with the 9 because the 9 has more of a probability of rolling than a 4 does. So, knowing our luck, it is what it is. Dice are out. We'll continue on. Nina Niner, Wine and Diner. That'll be 35 on top. We'll get 10 for the field. Dice are out. 2 craps, double in the bubble. We'll spread that out there. I'll pump the 9 a little bit too. Okay, we're good. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. That's just great. That's going to be a $25 winner. 10 stays in the field. Here they come. 3, 2, Viva. Of course, a point. Can't frickin' believe it. Oh. These can go back in. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend. The easy 10. This can go back on the 5 now. 10 in the field, and we'll continue on. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. Just 25 back to the rack. That was a 4, 2, 6 die rolled there. 6, 1, 7, so wasn't long. And 100 for the don't. We're all clear, waiting for a point. Dice are out. It's a 4. Ace trade, a easy way. We will attempt to get started again. Dice are out. I'm going to show you the good and the bad. 3, 2, 5, Viva. That's good for 25. Significantly down are we because we have hot shooters in the house tonight. 6, 3, 9. Well, not necessarily hot shooters, but shooters who can hit points. Dice are out. And like that, that's a 4, so that's the point. That'll cost us another 100. We'll get 10 for the field. Whoop-de-doo. Dice are out. Anything working is the don't pass. That's all that's working. It's a 12. Craps 12. That's going to push to the next roll. Dice are out. That's going to lose 2, 5, 7 on the come out. Another 100 goes down. Dice are out. 6, 3, 9. Nina. We don't take that away. We have everything set up. We just need to go in the field for 10. Dice are out. 6, 5, yo, single the field. Dice are out, pardon me. 3, 2, 5, Viva 5. No field, 5. That's good for 25 to the rack. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend. That can go out to the 4, and we'll win $18 on top. $18 winner. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. 1 dot from disaster, but 6, 2, 8 is $25 back to the rack. Dice are out. 6, 1, 7. 1, 6. Hit the bricks. $100 for the don't pass. We'll clear a shooter off. Dice are out. 2, 1, 3. Craps on the come out. That's good for 100. I'm going to put that 500 down there so I know how much of a marker I took out. 4, 2, 6. Point is 6. 5, 8, and 9 get the 11. Dice are out. 3, 2, Fever. That was a 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. A quarter back to the rack. Dice are out. 10, easy 10. 6, 4, 10. Spread them out. Here they come. Once again on the 5. 2, 3, 5. That'll get us a nickel. Dice are out. 5, 4, 9. Nina Niner, wine and diner. That'll be $35 on the place bet. 10 for the field. Back to the rack with the place bet. The field goes to the 4. Dice are out. This is usually about the point we get in trouble. And there it is. I spoke too soon. 4, 3, 7. We get all spread out and then we 7 out. It is what it is, folks. You know, what are you going to do? At least we got coverage. We got enough to cover our initial bet. 4 shooters to go. Dice are out. Dark Iron Cross continues, and that's a loser. 1, 6 on the come out. That'll screw us on the don't pass. Dice are out. A yo, that'll kill us on the don't pass too, so now we're going to wait. Dice are out. And of course, we roll a point number now. We'll put the 100 in the DC now. Dice are out. 2 craps. That's going to be good to win. That'll be a winner in the DC. It's going to be double in the bubble in the field. So we'll spread out quick. Still, the DC's still looking for a home. Dice are out. 3, 1, 4 is the roll. That's going to go up. We'll get $18 for the place bet and $10 for the field. Going to diverge a little from the orthodoxy here. I will pump the 10 up. We'll make the 10 a $20 bet. We'll put another unit on the 6 and 8. May as well get more money out of them if we can. And in fact, I'll put another one on the 5. We may as well get some more money out of that too if it rolls. Dice are out. There it is, 3, 2, 5. That's, excuse me, 6 units. It's going to pay $42, so we're going to get 32 to go back to the rack. Because we got to keep 10 in the field. Dice are out. 3 craps. That's going to be good for a single in the field. We'll pump that and pump that. Dice are out. 3, 2, 5. That's $49 now. So we're going to get 39 back. And no field. Yep, so 39, that accounts for the field bet, so. Dice are out. That's our don't point. 3, 1, 4. That'll cost us 100. Out of the field on the come out. We'll try to go back. Actually, we can't. We have to go through the DC again. So we may as well, we'll leave everything as it is for now. Dice are out because we have a point. We can't go on the don't pass. There's a 6 hard. 3, 3, 6. We are going to get, we're not in the field, so 6. Actually, what do we got? Yeah, we're good. 30, 36, 25, 30, 36, 7 for 6. That's $42. And no field there, so we don't have to worry about replacing the field. We should have been in the field, but the DC always confuses me when I have to incorporate it in here. And we don't bet the points that we're on, so we'll take that and throw it to the 4. And we'll go back in the field. All right, we're ready. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8. I don't have anything on the 9, so we're going to get 32 for that because we got to keep 10 in the field. So that's a $42 win there. Minus 10 for 32. I will put that there. We'll put that on the 9 because we're not betting against the 9 now, so may as well have something on it. Dice are out. 5, 2, 7. May as well have nothing. All right, folks. There we go. 5, 2. You're all through. This is all going to go back, and then we'll pay the DC. One step at a time. That's good for 100. 3 shooters to go. Dice are out. Looking for a point. 5, 1, 6. It's a mixer. Easy 6 for the point. Our setup is good. Dice are out. Here we go. 6, 2, 8. That's just great. Oh, runaway green chip. Dice are out. Continuing on. 3, 3, 6. That's the point. Not working upstairs, just the don't. Dice are out, back on the 6. Hard 6 this time. Dice are out, same setup. Hard 10. 5, 5, 10, puppy paws. We're good for 10 in the field. And we'll spread out. Dice are out. 3, 1, 4. Once again, the field will come through. Dice are out. Continuing on as our shooter. That back-to-back, rolling those 10s. That's going to be good for a field win. And $18 on top. I'm going to try something a little different here. Rather than taking our winnings and throwing them on the 4 and 10, I am going to start giving some more love to the 5 and the 8. Not so worried about the 9. I get to keep the winnings from the 9, so... Dice are out, continuing on. A point, of course. We can roll points when we're on the don't. All frickin' night long, we can roll points when we're on the don't. So, that'll cost us 100. Dice are out. 2 craps on the come out. We'll win back the loss. Once again, all the stuff on top is not working. Dice are out. 4. Point is 4. I'm going to keep this out. What have I got to lose? We may as well. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. We don't have anything on the 6. We forgot to put something on the 6. Field loses. That's going to come off the 9. We'll take you and put you on the 9. Dice are out. And boy, that 6 is rolling. Rolling good tonight. 4, 2, 6. That's just a quarter back to the rack. We'll take what we can get at this point. Dice are out. And a 7 out. Unbelievable. I'll be right back, folks. My apologies. Field can go away. And boy, are we ever in a world of hurt. $100. That can go back because our buddy rolled. Dice are out. And we've got 2 shooters remaining in this bloodbath of a session. 2 craps. That's going to be good for a DC win. We could use more of those back-to-back craps numbers on a come out. 3, 2, 5. I know I said the 4, but I'd rather not go to the 4. I'd rather stick with the 9, so we'll stick with the 9. Dice are out. Here we go. 10. Hard 10. Puppy paws. Field winner. Spread them out. Dice are out. 5, 2, 7. Can't frickin' roll anything. Can't do it, folks. Dice gods were not in our favor on this session at all, and honestly, I can't wait for it to be over. We will win on the don't. final shooter is upon us. Dice are out. It's 9. Nina. We're going to have to trade one of those in so that we can get up and running here. Dice are out. 3 craps. Roll too late. We'll take the field, though. We're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. We're coming away with something, so that's a good thing. 516, a mixer. That's a quarter back to the rack. Dice are out. And 527. Unfrickin' believable. Can't win if you can't shoot the dice. That's the moral of that story. But thank God this session is over. Another 100 for the don't pass. We had to take 500 out to begin with, and we are nowhere near. We'll fill the marker, so that's gone, and let's see how much we're down. We're down a lot. We'll color all this business up and see where it gets us. Absolutely spanked. And we got the marker. Here was our profit from the prior roll. Yeah, we're not even going to get back to 1,000. 200. That colors up, so we have 300. $50. Absolutely spanked. $350, 65, 367. Here's 867. We're not even. Let's get a general consensus of where we are. There's another 100. Getting our profit back here. There's 5, so that'll color up to a green there. $925.35. Yeah, we're short. So a loss, quite the bit of a loss there. But they kind of battled back a touch bit, but we're down going in. We're not even at our initial $1,000 bankroll. So 900, not by much though. $925.35, $939, and we'll start roll number 3 on the roll amount with that bankroll. So let's get it all set up, shall we? There's 500. Excuse me. We'll get our green chips all set back up here. There's our 500 in green. We'll trade that back and get 5 reds, because we'll need them. There's 400. And yeah, get the 5th there, so we have 500 in blacks for the next roll. All right, folks, that's why we say Whenever we go to the casino, we should never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose, because every strategy can win and every strategy can lose. I've rolled this strategy out now easily 4 or 5 times, and it's won 4 of the 5. This was an absolute train wreck, so we're going to hope for better on the next roll. But as always, Joe from Feel Like Craps here, folks. I always do feel like craps. I hope that you do too. Until the next time, be well, stay safe, and as always, unlike how they were in this video, may every trip to that craps table see those dice gods be forever in your favor.